Hello, it is Wednesday here today, and we are against this Korea server guild. I wasn't paying attention to the start of the war thing, so I don't actually know what rank they are, but wait, here they are, rank 14. And Ras is officially out. However, they only have, I think this for their Ras. I'll attack it later, but I don't have him personally, so no Ras from me. I was a slacker, I guess. I'm still like 2 days off on it. Yes. Okay, this is so stupid, man. Like, why? Why? This first one's a daily reset, right? Like, it's a daily that resets on the daily reset. But this one's a daily that resets after 24 hours. So if you forget about it, you fall further behind. Which, I mean, seeing as I'm complaining about it here, I may have forgotten about it. My mistake. Anyways, what we are hitting here instead, with no Rafts gameplay, is this tower right here. And for it's another Setsuka defense, but I mean, it's also a Renak defense. And because Setsuka doesn't really put on any pressure herself, right, I'm pretty sure I can just slam this and it'll be completely fine. My goal here, though, obviously we got the Ilonov FCC to make the Renak relevant, but I've got injury set on my Ilonov here. It's just HP neck, so it's low crit damage, but crit damage is a useless stat if you're under the assumption that you're going to be missing, which I am in fact under the assumption that I'm going to be missing. So we are just going to be hitting this thing a whole lot, and by the time she explodes on me, this thing will probably be dead, and she'll probably be fully injured. And hopefully our Momo is full health. But we get the double mitigation from the Montmorency passive. So we get the 20% there, 20% on FCC. Like, worst case scenario, I guess my FCC might die from the Arius damage, but I think that's unlikely. Because most of this thing's injured, it's just not doing really any damage whatsoever. And also, she won't be S1ing my Momo, she'll be probably S1ing my FCC. So yeah, should be good there. And yeah, I don't think there's really anything else going on here. The scales will probably just die to the damage sharing. Another thing you could do here, though, okay, well, maybe not on scout, but when they have a unit that doesn't have its own immortal in the front line here, like the scales. Actually, wait, I don't actually know how it works with units that have multiple immortals, like the BBK and whatnot. Like, they can save multiple times, right? Even if they're unbuffable. But you can bring Briar Witch Assyria on a damage build, and she'll just end a book, and they'll just die to her soul burning, because like 70% damage share will almost certainly just 70% damage share in addition to an AoE ability will always pretty much one-tap the frontline unit here. Probably not as applicable here because you would be against the Renak, which she's kind of obnoxious. Anyways, Momo hitting us up is just this composition versus Renak, because they haven't brought anything. They haven't brought anything that makes me not want to bring Montmorency. Mitigation, Montmorency and friends. Now for the run 2, I've used this attack a few times this season, but obviously I haven't been recording the whole season, so it might be the first time you're seeing it here. But essentially, we are racing with the Renak. But I have an imprint, so look. I'm not worried about getting outsped, okay? Surely 326 is plenty to not get outsped by Celine or Ida here. I brought this attack a few times into BBK Ida defenses, though. And third unit just kind of shifts to something that we're trying to outspeed, like it was Para before. Maybe it was Para build time, I don't know. I used it like twice this season. Anyways, the idea is Renak takes 2 turns and also likely does a lot of damage to their third unit. And then the Veronica, because we don't need speed on her because Renak is taking 2 turns and we get 50 CR at the end of every turn, is able to double push up with plus 15. Okay. Kind of. Isn't Veronica kind of important? Reminds me. Boom, plus 15 Veronica. Anyways, Veronica goes up, and then because we have a mage as our 3rd unit on our team, we're able to soulburn into the BPK, and because of Veronica's base speed with decent amount of bulk, we're not really worried about getting countered, so that we are able to S3, S1 the BBK, and if the BBK survives the S3 damage, that's okay because she's bombed and stunned. And then the Veronica gets to cycle around, finish off the BBK, and then we have Sage Ball as our bookholder here because he is one of the better bookholders out there that doesn't die to Ida. Because when you look at like the list of mages here, like how many of them actually beat Fire Ida in a 1v1? Like Araminta, that's a debuffer, not gonna do anything. You could honestly bring your own Ida into their Ida, and it would probably work out decently. Mercedes. Ooh. Okay, honestly, Mercedes isn't bad because she comes back to life. Milam? No. Okay, wait, Milam maybe, because... Well, no, just no. Like, you're squishy, and you're gonna get hit. Polidus, no. Arya, no. You're gonna get tagged. Dizzy, what the fuck are you doing? Galmaniel, no. Fairy Tail Tenari, that's a debuffer, that doesn't know what I'm doing. Boomier, no. Ludwig, no. AWOL, no. Luna, maybe. It's like literally Luna and Sage Ball, as far as I'm concerned. SBA doesn't do anything, because, again, another squishy debuffer. Solitaria doesn't do anything. SSV, fixed damage versus SSV. Nice one, bro. Sid, debuffer, Ein? Wait. Maybe it's Eins, bro. Okay, but your Eins gets 15% turn 1? Okay, wait, to be fair, you could just get Abyssal Crowned and stunned. Like, at least Sage Ball cycles around, right? So, even if you get Abyssal Crowned, that's okay. Yeah. Hey, Meru's okay as well, because you can seal her, but realistically, there's not that many options. So, Sage Ball, because he got buffed to not need to be missing health to deal a bunch of damage at this S3, is actually a very good candidate here, is what I'm getting at here. Regardless, these two deal with these two, and then this one deals with this one, and it's very unlikely that the Ida actually does kill my other two here. It's just we have a decent backup plan here. But most of the time, he just ends up being a bookholder for the most part. But yeah, that is the gist of it. So let's just go in here after I paranoidly click through everything again for no reason. Is tanky. SCC is tanky. Ilanov is tanky. Who did that? And I'm assuming that even if this thing counters me, like Momo should have no problem healing up. Like Rod is just such a good artifact on her. Okay, going in. And Kate Renak. Fortunately, it is not effectiveness. Yeah, 10k Renak's actually pretty scary. Oh, okay, this scales unit is pretty stupid, is what it comes down to. But yes, that's because HP scaling. So, you know. Yeah, just injure the HP scaler. Wow, genius strategy. And then this is also based off of the amount of health she has lost. So if you have less health, it will deal less damage. Obviously, 200% attack is a lot of damage. It's only, but yeah, should be fine. Okay, I thought she rolled with the fucking Setsuka immediately. I don't need to heal here. So I'll press it anyways. Because the Setsuka is, like, we don't want to get countered by the Setsuka when we can help that. And then, like, because it's 30% evasion on everything, no matter what we hit here, it's like equal odds of the Setsuka countering us. I'll just hit the scales because it does more damage to the scales. But yeah, shockingly, Urnok's not dealing any damage. Dealing any damage. Because my passive didn't proc, or I guess it's the skill cheat didn't proc. Oh no. Oh, wait, I hit anyways. I was gonna say, I'm blinded. Maybe I shouldn't S1 the the scales. Not matter. Oh, I'm just hitting her every time. That's what skill looks like. Yeah, between the FCC barrier and the Ilonov barrier, my mom was always gonna have a fat barrier. Like, I'm just taking 0 damage here, and they are also taking 0 damage. Is the concerning part. But what can you do? I'm sure the scales will eventually die. Surely. Even just some rope v rope action. Except my comp is much better at roping than their comp is. So. Okay, wait. Hopefully this kills the Mercedes, because I would like to get out of here. And things speed up quite a bit once the Mercedes is gone. It missed. Send help. Wait. Sovereign here. There we go. That should proc the Mercedes. And then the Mercedes is gone. If my FCC wakes up, my FCC did not wake up. Let's go. But at the same time, I haven't taken more than like 3,000 damage this whole fight. Alright, now I can do damage. Whoa. It only took 30 turns, man. Like, that's pretty good. But yeah, now she has less health than my Mercedes. Wait, my Mercedes? Oh, my Momo. Okay, wait, I need to save my Momo SD if I can help it though. Wait, do you want to see something fun? Wait, no, never mind. It's only 50% vision. I can't miss here. I was gonna say, I can miss here still. Oh wait, I did still miss on both of them. Even though she was asleep. Wait, I thought sleep was minus 100 evasion. Hold up, wait, shouldn't I have been able to... Wait, she should have only had 100 total evasion there. Whatever, bro. I won't think about it too much. Oh, didn't kill? Shit, wait, she's gonna proc, roll. Wait, no, I think my SAC gets ahead in this CR now. It does not. Alright, let's see how much damage it does. We can get a proper damage check with 12,000 health Setsuka, who is trying to defeat me IRL. Did 8,000 damage to the FCC, who is the one with the Arias. So, yeah. Not exactly doing a whole lot here. And look, I'm at full health. Wow. Dude is out. And then yeah. Okay, honestly, I could have put Kara. Could have probably pressed auto like 10 turns ago. I could have pressed auto at the start, honestly, and just targeted Setsuka. That is the nice thing about this comp. Because I'm not, you know, recording and commentating, and I'm running this comp. I literally press auto and alt tab out generally. Wait, hold on. I need a soul ring. That'll speed things up. Okay, I've been in here so long though, I don't actually remember what the round 2 was. What was this? Secret Art, Swordstorm, Umbral Keystones. Let's see. And okay, I'm pretty sure I can get away. Wait, no, I don't want to get countered by the BBK on the Renak. Yeah, it is a counter tank BBK. Oh. Oh, attack buff bomb does 13,000 damage. Wow. And then vampire. He procs. Wow. Our composition is perfect. Who did that? And yeah, even though that she has her shyness thing gone, well, she didn't land any duck break, so it's not gonna do any damage. Okay, it actually did a lot of damage, so if I were Death Broken, it wouldn't have killed. It would have killed the Veronica. It wouldn't have killed. It would have killed Veronica and maybe Renak. Well, no, maybe not the Renak. But yeah, this should kill. Hilda kind of close to killing my Sage Assault actually. Well, it's just not feasible for you to do that much damage. Okay, anyways, onto something else here. Okay, got something else set up here. And it's into the RAS. So what we have is Renak on fast build again. Now, because this is scouted, look, man, I wouldn't be the one scouting this. Okay, I'm like no confidence in speeding a Tenebria, okay? But that's okay. If I know that the Tenebria is slower than me, you know, I can outspeed her with like whatever, right? And in this case, the whatever is the Renak. So Renak is going to be dealing, well, first of all, it's Arius here, Proof of Valor here, Sleep Miracle here. And what we're doing is dealing damage to the RAS, and then our Tomoka is pushing up with the Umbral Keystone, so the Renak is taking 2 turns, and then we're soul burning into the RAS with the 10 souls we have from our Strays artifact. And our Strays is getting pushed up by the Tomoka and killing the Shu, and then Tenebria is kind of useless on her own, is the game plan here, in short. RAS, obviously, he revives, but Tomoka extincts, is kind of all we're doing in terms of interesting game mechanics interactions. And we're probably just gonna steal the RAS's stats with the Renak just to increase the odds that, you know, she actually does kill him, that the Tomoka can kill him. But between the damage share, because he is on Arius, and the stat steal, like this Tomoka should have no problem killing him with the soul burn, because, you know, she gives herself attack buff. And her S3 pushes up the Strays, and the Strays is killing the Shu. Yes, I'm pretty sure I just said that 5 seconds ago. Anyways, this artifact gives 10 souls. Yep. Still should be good. And I'm not worried about attack plus Strays killing a no mitigation Shu. After that, this Tenebria might be alive, honestly. It is Proof of Valor, like I said, but I really doubt it'll be alive after Strays S3, S2 chip damage. Especially because she won't have any Arius Spirit. Now, I think I'm fast enough here. Like, 17 CR is actually quite a bit. I push up to like 320 speed, so should be no problems here. And then for round 2, they got a very squishy BBK. So what we're doing here is Zero Veronica-ing it. And now she does have an extra immortal, but I'm pretty sure because this BBK has no bulk at all, what's going to happen here is my Veronica, who is on a full damage build now, is going to... I'm not lose my Zeo here, by the way, just to the fixed damage, but my Veronica is going to kill her once. Okay, get rid of the first immortal with her S3, right? And then we're going to soul burn into her, and then that's going to do enough damage to strip the second immortal, right? And then we're going to S1, and then... Wait, okay, I don't actually know, does it... Wait. Does she get cleansed by the scales, actually? Hold on. How does it work? Okay, first immortal, stripped by S3 damage. And then she gets... Wait. This might not be safe, actually. Now that I think about it. Hmm. Because I think it's... I think I don't actually strip the last immortal because my turn ends. And then the scales can cleanse it if she doesn't cut my Veronica because she gets half of my CR. Because yeah, because I think the BBK is actually alive after Veronica takes 2 turns. So maybe this one's not safe. If I do CR push back EE, even if the BBK does survive, I should be okay though. Just because... Oh wait, so... Wait, what are the outcomes? If I do CR push EE, I think I'm good no matter what. Because regardless of if the BBK survives or not, if the Mercedes is cutting my Veronica, then she's using her cleanse early and we don't care. If the Mercedes isn't cutting my Veronica, it's okay because the Mercedes is going to go and then the Poli is going to go out, and that's going to be 2 turns. So I guess because I know it's a squishy BBK, I should do extra CR here. CR or pushback has like the same outcome, I guess. Because pushback means my Veronica cuts. CR push. Okay, CR push kind of just guarantees the turn essentially because I get 80 CR, so it's like there's no way the scales is going to cut my Veronica even with 40 CR push. So in this instance, because the follow this is obviously, you know, slower than the BBK, what's going to happen is, yeah, what I said. So do S3 here, Veronica Silver S3 here, BBK dies, Veronica S on here, BBK dies again, gets stunned, but it doesn't really matter. Another Immortal gets procced, Scales takes a turn, then Poli takes a turn, and my Veronica takes another turn because I got 160% CR, and then we finish off the BBK. I guess I get 140 because I get pushed back by the Polaris, but that's okay. Yeah, I think that's correct. Oh wait, or is it even more? Because technically, I get CR at the end of Veronica's turn as well. I think it's even more even. And then Mort is obviously here just so the BBK doesn't counter me. I don't know if it is counter BBK because it's kind of fast, but in the off chance it's like fast counter BBK on basket, we got the Mort. On the Holy Sack, who shouldn't lose to Scales plus Polidus. He also can't get feared, so if the Zeo dies to their fixed damage hits, which is totally feasible, Mort will eventually persevere, in short. But yeah, I think this should be good. Hopefully. I mean, I'm not worried about the BBK dying at the very least, because after she gets Death Broken, like she'll take the shared damage from the Zeo S3, right? Starters. So yeah, it should be good. Okay. I'm glad I worked through that one in my head. I think changing the EE here just makes it guaranteed. We would have probably been fine on the other EE as well. It's just not necessary in this case when we know that the BBK is quite squishy, like 9k health. And it's also not a fan on the Polidus to stealth the BBK. Because that would have shown up at the start in there. Scout. Anyways, okay, going in. Glad I got that squared away. Okay, hopefully I calc the CR here, right? I'm pretty sure I did. And they got nothing that actually cuts me here. So should be good. What if I brought the wrong strays, bro? Yep, I cut to 101% CR. Anyways, let's yoink stats here. Then S3 here. Yeah. It'd be funny if I missed kill. Surely that's not feasible. He's got Scuffed Death Break on him, man. Extinction. Yeah, Shu highest health. Jay's attack buff. Everyone dead. Pretty good, pretty good. Okay, so I get to 130. They get to like 100 and something. I don't want to S3 BBK. That will make you lose because she loses her immortal.
誰にも止められまし。消され。下がった方がいいぞ。逃がさない。
Another immortal gets pulled up. Yeah, okay. And then Veronica gets another turn even before the fall game. Okay, good to know. And then this thing's gone. Yeah, the scales got us. Dude, the scales like insta taking 2 turns, man. But slow mort isn't ideal here, I guess. Dude, see, like he takes so much fixed damage, man. Isn't this kind of annoying? Like my Zeo's just gone. At least mort countered. The skills is guaranteed dead. There's soul consolation on this skill. Okay, skills is high stuff. I wasn't actually paying attention to the police health at all. Okay, easy enough. Well, goodbye Zio though. You will not be missed. Surely I won't use him again. Anyways, last attack here. Hold on a minute. Okay, last attack set up here, and I'm hitting the right stronghold here, and I almost bricked my account, man. I forgot. Okay, so what I do, right, is after every attack, I gear swap everything back, right? Because if you don't, well, this is what happens. Between the last attack and this attack, look, I was one piece of gear away from bricking my account, okay? You know, it is serious business. Okay, the Renac one isn't that hard to swap, but like, if I keep swapping gear, I don't have enough revert swaps, and it's actually very annoying to swap back. It takes quite some time. But fortunately, Crisis averted. But yeah, I guess the only reason I'm swapping a lot of gear is because I wasn't paying attention to what I was hitting next, which is the same as the round 1 we hit first, which is this Renac Setsuka defense. Now my Momo build is different because I couldn't remember what I had on before, and I didn't really feel like checking that much. It should be tanky enough. I think it's more health, less defense, more speed. But yeah, I mean, same concept, except Setsuka's in the front, so she'll probably die a lot faster, and the attack will end a lot faster as a result, because we're going to be hitting into her directly. Yep. And then Vilma's probably roughly the same. FCC is definitely the same because I didn't swap any gear on her. So yeah, should be good. Then for round 2 here, it's just hand guy flan, but we've got Crow as our mitigation knight. I considered Carmen, but I think Crow just having Holy Sack is really good here, versus, you know, the BBK Shireen here. And then on the hand guy, I've actually got Soul Artifact, just in case I go before the BBK. Because this way I get to Soulburn the S3, and then the Shireen, when she does, you know, slam her S3 down, it doesn't actually strip my immunity because, well, she's turn 2. Wait, she's a reduced duration unit. Reduce buff durations by 2 turns. So yeah, I guess my Crow could go before the Shireen as well. In which case, well, I wouldn't get that benefit, but regardless, it's 3-turn attack buff for the flan, so that's quite good. And yeah, overall, I don't think this can really kill this. Like, the safer attack we were doing last season was, like, Laya SSV Crow, I believe. I don't think that's really necessary here. I mean, the only goal is to just get the BBK proc as soon as possible, kill the Harseti fast as possible. You know, so with the hand guy buff, he's essentially Laya, right? Except you don't have to wait to get the S3 off if you want to think of it like that. So yeah, should be good, should be good. And nothing to really think about here, just going in. Okay, I guess my flan is really squishy is the only thing to think about. So if I did get hit by the BBK, I might be in trouble. Let's not worry about it too much. 16k right now. This one has effectiveness, but she's also pretty low attack, so she does no damage. I should probably click CR on my team. Bro, okay, the CR is just never going to be accurate versus this defense still because Scales gets pushed by the Villanov getting pushed. Right? And by the Momo getting pushed. And the Renak gets a random amount of push. Because you don't actually know how fast the Renak is unless you outspeed her. Because you don't know what limit break their artifact is. Anyways. Just gonna hit the Scales a bunch. Not Scales. The Setsuka a bunch. But realistically, I can press auto land. However, I am an honorable player. I will pretend like I have to make a lot of intense decisions. Maximize my win rate. Whoa, S2? Wait. I miscrit? Okay, that one's kind of my bad. Okay, can I just press auto man and come back? Like, who's gonna stop me realistically? I'm certainly not going to stop myself. She's on counter. Very surprising. What the heck? Renak comes in from the top rope and does 4,000 damage. Wow. You got me. Okay, can I please hit? If my Sovereign S1 hits, she's dead. And by dead, I mean Mark 2 Immortal. Deep for fun. Anyways. Okay, now hit something else. Wait. Okay, but like, if she counters, I guess it's awkward. If I hit something. Oh no, and even if I miss, okay? Surely it does enough damage to kill through the damage sharing. Surely. I did not miss. Anyways, I'm gonna press auto for real this time, see when it's done. This takes forever. Okay, wait, sorry, I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, we're in the round 2 now. And my flying got Abyssal Stun, so I don't want to switch to immunity because it would mean I'd have to manually regear my Renak. Hopefully this doesn't cause us to lose. Anyways, the VVK went before the Shrin, so I guess we just win for free. S2 first steady. S2 BBK to procer. Ow. Insane. They are dead. Who would have thought? What was it, BB? Was she basket? I actually genuinely wasn't paying attention to like the first few seconds of the attack. I think this kills both the Heart Steady and does it? Ah, whatever, man. I'll just do this. And probably would have killed both. Not that it particularly matters. Wow, I stunned the Shireen. I mean, even if I didn't get good speed tuning, the only thing death broken is the Crow. So it's not like the BBK actually does end up doing, you know, infinite damage to him, because my whole team is death broken. Nah. Hanka is just kind of a beast, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, easy enough. But that is going to be it for me here today. Thank you for watching, and I will be back with Ras next war, surely. Wait, I might have to wait till the end of the war to use Ras, because... Hold up. Yeah. It'll probably be, like, towards the end of the war that I unlock him, right? Oh, well, what can you do? Well, later. Okay, man, what is this? Like, okay, I swapped my stuff back, right? Like I have no more history, okay? Look at this. My strays? No gear. Wait, did anything else get scuffed like this? Renak is geared. Conk is geared. Is Ilnov geared? Is it? No, Ilnov is missing boots. Momo does not have Ilnov's boots equipped. Let's see, I used Blood Moon Haste's ring. Okay, that's back here. Is Hangai geared again? Yeah, Hangai's geared again. How's Crow looking? Crow is back to normal. Wait, so Ilonov for some reason? Wait, I think it has to do with the fact that I have 2 copies of these units. Because the Ilonov... Yeah, 2 Ilonovs, right? And I have 2 Strays. Now, Strays initially had these pieces of gear equipped, right? So it... the ones I swapped are these 3 to make him a bit faster. And the artifact, which also didn't get swapped back for some reason. Interesting, to say the least. Bro, okay, can they just give us gear sets, man? That would also be quite easy. But, like, imagine you had, like... Okay, I'm yapping at this point, but... Imagine you had, like, just, like, you know, your normal build saved, right? And then, like, you had, like, an alt build. Then it'd be, like, so much easier. And then you could still use the revert to, like, swap them back. If you wanted to swap, like, multiple builds back at the same time, right? I don't know. At least the revert swapped most of them back, I guess. Anyways, goodbye for real.